from Charlotte, North Carolina, at a combined weight of over 660 pounds, Rody Rob, Adam Bomb, Bionic Brian, the Marked Out Wrestling Podcast.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. I've got my normal cohorts with me, Rody Rob and Brian. I'll intro them in just 1 second. But before we break down our normal Who Won Wednesday round by round, I do have to discuss the elephant in the room, and I wanted to make it like our key discussion here at the beginning. So for those of you who normally listen to us, we are going to break down kind of segment by segment what each show did. But before we do that, there was Revolution fallout, mostly of a production nature. And I felt, unlike WWE, who would probably ignore it, AEW went out and spoke all about it tonight. Was it acceptable? We're going to discuss that before we break down the rounds. Across the table from me is the first co-host. What's up, Rody?
The first co-host. That means I'm in the number one position.
Yeah.
I'm above Brian.
You're my Riker.
He's
like LaForge. We put him down in the engine room.
Riker gets all the chicks.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Jackson Riker, maybe.
He's more like Captain Pike.
No.
Because of the wheelchair.
The wheelchair?
Yeah.
No. I'm thinking he's down. He's like Scotty down in engineering. Like, we keep him, off camera.
Yeah. That's true.
Speaking of which, it's Brian. What's going on, buddy?
Nurse Cratchit.
Hello, everybody. And actually, I am probably the foundation, if you will. I'm the one that holds you both up and makes sure that you don't fucking just go off the deep end.
You are definitely the Mongo of our horsemen. There's no question
yeah,
about that.
That's right.
You know what? I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't.
On our YouTube live chat board tonight, we got Christopher Stykeleather and Daniel Price. What do they both have in common, Rob?
Hall of Famers.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Sealer Stout is also joining us. And we have a rare appearance from the Juan.
Oh, Juan.
Wow. The
What's
one and only.
up, Juan.
Juan.
So before we break it down, like I said, I want to discuss the elephant in the room and how they got around it tonight, Brian. See what you thought about it, because me and Rob watched it and kind of gave a little bit of talk. We didn't go too much because we wanted to wait to involve you in the discussion, and we know you'll just never be here, so we had to wait for the podcast.
Yeah.
So
What?
the first part, yeah, you heard me. I buried you in this. Kingston and Mox sitting on a couch.
K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
His explanation, I thought Kingston start the open here 100, and I mean like 150% saves him. It just to me does, like in terms of a character. He was like, I didn't know it wasn't going to go off. I'm going out there to save my buddy, right?
Oh, he's trying to say that he blacked out. That's why he acted like he was dead. I had thought that way since prison. And
yeah. It was fine. I don't think there was anything wrong with that, Brian. Did you?
No, and that's the thing. Like the way that they played it off, whether or not the whole bomb went off or whatever, it was still Kingston protecting his friend Moxley. That was the story that they were trying to get over. Don't even worry about the fact that the bombs were essentially just kind of sparklers or whatever you want to call them.
Well, sparklers.
They were glorified sparklers. They were a little bit bigger than sparklers.
And what did Mox say, Rob? He said, "What did you get these from? Impact,
yeah.
and Acme brand,
right?
He threw a couple shots."
But I did enjoy the promo. I like the fact that they were just chilling, just drinking some whiskey by a fire. I mean, it looked very cozy. I'll say that was actually one of the words. Also, it looked very like I wanted to be there.
It was. It seemed very cozy.
What did you think, Robert?
I thought
they were just like removed their bong right before.
That's true.
Who did you ask there? I'm sorry.
I thought I asked. Who's it?
Check the tape. You know how many times I say, "Hey, Brian," and you answer? So I don't even want to hear it.
Never. It's never not a thing. Check all the tape.
Brian, is that not true?
Never a thing.
It's rare.
Brian, you fucking liar.
Okay. Brian, my impression was I thought they had some splaining to do, and I think they did well explaining it. They owned it, and then they turned it into something. So bravo for that.
Yeah, absolutely. They didn't shy away from it.
Yeah.
They didn't try to pretend like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
They've 100% acknowledged it several times. The second half was Tony was trying to intro Christian, and we get the sweepers out, or the cleaners out, whatever the girls that come out with the brooms before Kenny are called. I don't know. Brian, do they have a name?
The cleaning no, I have no idea.
All right. Well, I love how Omega interrupted Tony, and they were talking about how it was not Khan's moment because Callis claims they'd, instead of making a moment, made history. I thought this was full heel, shit, which was good that they did this way. And they had some fun parts. They called it sparklers. They flat out called them sparklers. And they were talking about 69 in each other, Moxley and Kingston. And they were dry humping in the ring.
Dry humping, right.
There was a lot of fun in this kind of owning of their flub, if you will.
Oh, even like how the fact that they played the clock again, right? They did the whole countdown again and like fucked around.
Hurry up, get on me here, 69 me. Hurry up, it's going down. Yeah, no, it was funny. It was a good way to get yourself. I just want to say, as much credit as I'm giving them for owning it and making it their own and turning it around, forgiveness is a far way away, but thank you for that. That's all. I'm just going to say that.
Well, and
if I believe for a second that it was intentional, this whole direction, then that would be fantastic. But I don't believe that for a second.
So I do, Rob, I do agree with you on that. That they're glad they owned it and whatever. But this does not give them a pass of the woes they have for production value. And let's not forget, it's a cliff note on tonight. But they handed Tony a live mic that wasn't live and didn't work. Had no power or something. No. But I'm saying they have a lot of production issues.
Can I just
keeping Lance Archer on camera for 20 seconds while he slid a ladder over was one of the worst parts of the night. And that was on purpose. Whoever's in the truck is sitting there saying, keep it on him, keep it on him, keep it on him.
Yeah. You see me wanting to get a point in, you extend it further than you have to. It wasn't just
show.
I had the mute button. It wasn't just that moment, Brian. It wasn't just that moment tonight where the mic wasn't on and he was talking. There was another moment where they were doing an interview in the back, and the interviewer's mic completely went out, and you could hear Tony and them talking at the desk over top while music's playing, and a girl still giving an interview. So there was that moment. There was another moment tonight, too. I'm not going to detail it out.
Yeah, because she didn't know her mic was dead.
There was like 3 or 4 moments tonight where the production was really, really bad. Like, high school drama teacher is going to be like, no, that's not good for your level. So when you see a trend, that's when there's an issue. When there's a trend, there's an issue, and there is a trend.
I'll give you that.
And that's our point. I mean, this pyro was probably the most noticeable of the trend.
Oh yeah.
But there's a lot, and don't forget when NXT was not on USA Network, Brian, we freaking crucified them on the audio of their interviews in the hall at Full Sail and whatever interns they were using there.
We did.
Oh yeah. I mean, they didn't have shit plugged in. I remember that.
Yeah,
that was funny.
So I mean, we're not just trying to shit on the new kid. I mean, we did the same thing to NXT back in the day. Anyway, I like what happened here. Let's start doing our roundup. Anything on the board before we move on?
You know I don't read the board. Oh,
I've got it open. Yes,
Juan
says that.
Go ahead.
Oh, did you have it? Do you have it?
I was just gonna say one. You can do the rest. Juan says our Hall of Fame is racist because he's not in it, but I don't know what anybody is. So
yeah, but Juan, you broke the cardinal rule of marked out. You disappeared before you were inducted. You're supposed to leave after you get in. That's not our fault.
If he would have stayed stronger 6 more months, he would have got the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
totally.
Yeah, you're a quitter,
Instead,
Juan.
DP ran away with it this year.
Fucking quitter.
Yeah.
All right. And besides, I don't know what Stike is.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he's human. Honest to God.
He is. He just said that they had the NBA All-Star commentary over the Ethan Page match.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Is that what that was?
Yeah. Pretty bad.
I couldn't figure out. So anyway, something again with production.
Something dark side.
Yeah. They need to can't get right in the production truck is what it seems like. All right. Curtain jerk of the night for both shows.
Mm-hmm.
NXT, I believe Brian tried to answer for Revolution, kind of bring the heat tonight with a somewhat pay-per-view level on the most part. And then we had AEW side. There was just a lot. I felt like they were trying to make sure we know people are going to tune in tonight. We've got to give them something good. And for the most part, they did. So let's break it down. We start off with probably, and I don't mean to start off petty, Brian.
Yeah.
But the first offering for AEW is pretty shitty. We got Bearded Buck losing to Phoenix.
Yeah, I knew you guys were going to say that. It's a Young Buck. You guys obviously are not fans of the Young Bucks, and that's okay at this juncture. But you know what? I will say, even though that was a good match on the AEW side, the women's match, I mean, that's the thing that we talk about every single week. Like, I thought that match was awesome. So I'm not going to vote yet.
Okay,
but
well,
I will give a lot of my praise to the NXT side for the curtain jerker.
The NXT side had Io and Tony, defending the women's title. Io wins by submission. That was a very quality match, as we say all the time, from the best women's division in professional wrestling.
Yeah.
My critique, Brian, before we let Rob jump in, is it's been 18 months since Dynamite started. Is that correct?
It started in October.
Okay.
So it was October. Yeah. So it'll be 2 years.
Okay.
2 years in October.
So 75 plus months around that range. So or 75 plus weeks, excuse me.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So they've had 75 or so Dynamites. How many do you think none of the EVPs bookended? Because I feel like they are always in the curtain or the main event every single week for all 75.
All the time.
So the Bucks are a lot.
Well, I mean,
I don't know about
you got
Kenny
4 guys.
Cody.
4 guys either are in the curtain or main event every single week for 75
Kenny
weeks.
or Cody. Come on.
What, in the opening segment? It's not usually the opening segment.
Are you
I
kidding
said either,
me?
oh.
Cody started. It was like fucking Wednesday night Cody for fucking a while opening the show.
Oh no!
Yeah. And Omega.
I would
at the
watch
end.
that Wednesday night
Jericho.
Cody.
He's one of the EVPs, right?
Yeah. Stike says also,
yeah.
to be a little petty from Stike, he says, we've seen Phoenix and one of the Bucks numerous times before this on Dynamite. The Lucha Brothers and Bucks, when we first started Dynamite, they were feuding for months. And
Wait, I just have to correct myself. Jericho is not an EVP, Robert.
Okay, whatever.
No, he's not.
I'm sure he has plenty of fucking input.
He's got pull, though, right?
Yeah.
Why are the Bucks now all the way back? This feels like they have a chore wheel that they're spinning, and it's a month behind for each division, Rob, because you have, look, it's Omega and Moxley again.
Yeah.
Now it's for the title, though. That's how it came up on the chore wheel. We looked over here on the tag belts. Now it's for Lucha Brothers and Bucks again for the tag titles. And Brian, yes, I know it's Pac, not Penta, but who cares? It's the same thing.
No, it's different, bro.
No, I mean, Cody's going to get involved because he's now fighting Penta, so
maybe
they're going to all lead back to each other. So we're going to actually go back to the Elite, Cody and the Bucks, taking on Pac and Lucha Bros.
No,
we've come full circle.
It's going to be
because
tag
the
team,
chore
bro.
wheels align.
I see what you're saying, and I completely am on board. But I gotta throw out this scenario. So I'm thinking about all the EVPs that are sitting in the back, right? They're planning out the show. However, that they do that, they got the Family Guy fucking manatees and shit in the ball, right? Right. And then they're like, hey, let's listen to some podcasts. So they start listening to podcasts, and they hear people going, man, there's no singles division in AEW. It's like nothing but tag team matches. And then fucking one of the fucking Bucks is like, you know what? Well, fuck them. Then I'll go have a singles match. No, that's not what we're saying. We're not saying we want you in the singles match. You're in the tag division.
And I'm really not being mean when I wrote down on my list Bearded Buck, because I don't even know which one's which.
Oh my God, Matt is the tan, black dark hair with the. I don't even know if
which one has the
usually
beard.
dangly
Don't try and
too.
describe all the rest of their features. Which one has the beard and which one doesn't?
Matt has the beard. Nick is the one that wears the
doesn't
headband.
matter.
Covers up
It
the
does because
bald,
it does because Matt is gonna slip down the ranks of the singles division now that he lost tonight.
No, don't like that.
All right.
No, this is to set up the tag division.
100% first round vote is for me, Io and Tony. I know I've been shitting all over the AEW match, but Io and Tony was a good feud that should not have gone one-on-one to TakeOver. It was a little bit of a remnant from their last match at what was it? St. Valentine's Day Massacre is what it should have been.
Vengeance
what was
Day.
it actually?
Vengeance Day.
Day.
Yeah, St. Vengeance Day.
Yeah.
St. Valentine.
Rob,
Meshuggah.
NXT or AEW? Who's
For the opening segment?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, totally NXT.
Yeah, you're not voting for the Bucks.
I'm not voting for a Buck.
Brian, it doesn't matter what your vote is, but I'd like to hear it.
Yeah, no, you know what? I mean, I thought it was good on the AEW side, but my vote is still with the women's division.
Yeah,
NXT.
it's your girl. It's Tony Storm.
Yeah.
You can't turn your back on your girl.
Yeah, no, it was a good match.
Yeah, it was a great match. And, I mean, did we even discuss what happened before the match? You saving that for
No,
another time?
we'll save it for when we get there.
Okay.
1-0. Next up, I'm gonna get a little free with the order here, so don't go crazy.
Oh, here comes the fucking hijinks.
Next up, we have some weird matches here. We've got Pete Dunne taking on Jake Atlas for I'm not sure why. And we have Cody taking on Seth Gargis. Release the Gargis.
Farkas.
Scott Farkas?
It's a guy. Yeah, it's a guy from Christmas Story.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, this guy is 0-2, so he's 0-3 after losing to Cody. I know that because they put his record on the bottom, Brian. I don't know the fucker's name, but I know it said 0 and whatever, now 3.
This is fascinating.
No, it's fascinating because, Rob, he's going to probably have a title shot next week.
That's what, yeah. No, that would.
In AEW, that's how you get him.
No, that's only if you're a big name.
Well, he's a big name on Dark Elevation.
Oh, is he?
No, maybe on Dark, but not on Dark Elevation.
Dark Elevation, Kaboom Dynamite show.
Anyway, Seth Gargis is just some mouthwash here.
Gargle my balls in 30 seconds to tap out.
What I don't understand is why the fuck Tony comes out here to interview Cody. I have no problem with what happened after this, Brian, with Cody
because he's got to
and
show
Penta talking. What the fuck is Tony doing there? Why does he have to come out every time? He hobbles his ass down there.
Contractually, he has to come out 3 times a night to show off his new line of Walmart fucking old man clothes.
No.
Yeah.
No, you guys are slamming Tony. No,
this was the time that the mic didn't work. As a broadcaster or announcer, I know how many times I've been like, fuck, who didn't check my goddamn mic? Like, why is the sound button off? I'd yell at my producer.
Yeah. Rule number 1 is in any production that has microphones is before the show starts, you put new batteries in it. So putting that out there. I love Tony. Tony is the man. Fucking 100%. But he does look like he's just embracing Jacksonville in every fashion each week.
He looks like a Walmart greeter with the wrong vest.
Yeah,
like you guys don't watch UFC, but after every fight,
stop trying to tell us to watch other things.
I know, but listen, this is what AEW is trying to be like, more sport oriented. They have a guy from the commentary team that goes in and gives it and interviews the fighters.
Yeah,
that's what Tony's doing. It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Did you know there was an owl on the TV tonight? And that was the thing that made Rob mark out, I think, the most. I don't know if he wrote that down for his marked out award, but that's what it should have been.
It was one of the commercials. This popped up, an owl head come up, and I'd lost it.
Oh, yeah. It was funny. Anyway, 1-0.
They don't know anything about that.
This is, on the other side, Pete Dunne, Jake Atlas. Jake Atlas it's not his time yet. He's a fine wrestler.
Yeah.
This was about Pete Dunne trying to stay relevant.
Welcome to
He
Costco.
did. He came and cut a promo afterwards with his 2 dingleberries that are the tag champs. I say dingleberries because they're like clinging on even after Pat McAfee's long gone.
We're not relevant.
Penta, after the match, calls Cody out. This is another weird spot. All in this one segment, Brian. And maybe you can cite like some other federation that used to do this, and this is a throwback. But Penta speaks, I wouldn't say 100% perfect English, but he speaks fine English for a promo. Why does he have a translator?
You know, I was thinking the same exact thing. I wouldn't say it was perfect, but maybe it
was like Conan level. Conan can talk.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. Maybe they just want. Obviously, it was just to have. I don't even. What's the guy's name? What was the dude's name?
I don't even know who he was. He looked like Tony Khan's like cousin.
No, he does the Spanish.
Okay, so Tony Khan's Spanish cousin. Got it.
Sure, maybe. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I guess maybe to get him on TV, but I guess he's gonna be like a heel comment, more of a heel. I have no idea. It was a little weird.
Rob,
I'm with you.
Rob, what are you laughing about?
Oh, Juan made a comment on the board that I thought was one of the most ridiculous things I've ever read ever. It said WWE is dying a slow death. AEW will win by default, not by having best talent.
Love it.
So he's saying
right.
He's saying
He's right,
AEW has the best talent.
I don't know.
I think that's laughable. I think
I think they both have great talent.
Wait, Juan. I am not making. Juan says racist Adam making fun of the Latin guy. No, I'm wondering why the Latin guy who can speak English needed a translator.
Yeah, it was dumb. He was like, I need a translator. Then I don't, but now I do again.
Penta sounded fine.
Yeah.
He didn't sound like Andrade for to give another example of somebody who struggles with a promo in his native language.
You know what it's like?
Penta sounded fine.
It's like when you come to a party or something like that, and some dude starts talking. You're like, we don't fucking know you. Shut the fuck up. It's like, yeah, who are you, dude? Introduce this dude to us before you start. He's our random fucking interpreter.
Well, I know he's actually on Dark.
Who cares?
I'm sorry, he's not on Dark. He's on BTE.
Oh,
Brian,
God.
you watch all this shit. Tell me his name.
Exactly.
Exactly. So if you don't know it
Marvez.
and you skimmed hours of programming and you don't know his name, why would I go and try and find that Easter egg?
It's not an Easter egg.
It
Why
is
so?
now. You didn't catch it.
Why sway?
You know the refs' names. Why don't you know the Spanish commentator's name? You're racist.
How is that? That's not racist. I don't watch
By
watch
Juan's
AEW and
definition,
Spanish commentary.
it's racist.
Oh,
I'm
I
sorry.
agree with you, Juan. Yeah,
Not racist.
He said,
I mean, Adam is a bit racist, but
Let's vote.
neither here
he
nor
says WWE has better talent not used right.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Well,
don't-
AEW's not doing much better.
No. Cody
At
and
all.
Gargis and Penta and the guy no one knows the name of.
Yeah.
Or Pete
Scott
Dunne
Farkas.
and Jake Atlas. What's your vote, Rob?
Man, I'm gonna go with NXT, not because of anything special, just because it didn't suck. You know?
Okay. Brian?
Yeah. Like the bar was
Hmm.
real low.
No, you know what? I enjoyed this promo. I like that they're actually doing something with Penta.
Yeah.
This is a new side of him, so I'm gonna go with AEW.
I think you both made fucking shit arguments for your sides, but the Cody actually and Rob, you shit on this when we watched it live when Penta dropped the bomb, or well, his translator
Sure.
dropped the bomb about
Yeah.
the baby. Cody showed some emotion. I know this was probably a very cliche thing to do
Yeah.
to use in the story, but it finally got Cody to show some actual emotion. Beating his wife didn't make him look all hot and bothered,
No.
but threatening his unborn daughter, that certainly did.
I don't
So
think he
it gave some
threatened the
fire.
baby.
He threatened to beat him up so he could
Yeah.
never hold it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
he threatened him. Sorry, he threatened him and used the
Kill you,
baby,
baby.
in the threat.
I don't know. I'm just saying, who does this storyline, get emotionally into it? Not fathers, because any father would have heard that and gone, okay, dude.
Well-
you're not emotionally connected to that little thing that you created until they're out of the body.
You say any father, I can think of several scenarios where I just immediately grab something and beat the
Yes.
crap out of somebody there.
Yes.
In that situation. So
No, now.
and that's what Cody
No,
did.
you're not listening to what I'm saying because you're so eager to interrupt. You're not even listening to what I'm saying.
Oh, sorry. You want to say because now we are already fathers. He's not yet.
Right. So the
see,
emotion
I knew where you were going.
emotion doesn't go yet. If somebody would talk shit about my unborn child, I'd be like, okay, dude. But now I'll fuck him up.
Are you in there, little fetus?
I'm just saying.
Anyway, I give the vote to AEW. So
Well,
in case that wasn't
Wow,
clear,
that shocks me actually.
I think this had what's the thing we judge by is consequence.
I will
Pete
give
Dunne
you-
and Jake Atlas have no consequence. This Gargis match turned into a thing with Penta and Cody.
yeah, I will give you that. I complain a lot about the fact that there's no singles division, and I still do, and I still will. But this was a build towards something. In the singles division, the only criticism with that would be that it's Cody. So of course,
All right, well here's two promos backstage. Let's see if one is out in front. 'Cause, let's see if they lead and build to something for you, Rob.
Okay.
We have LA Knight trying to cut a promo again this week. He'll debut in the ring next week, but he's attacked by Bronson Reed, who, he screwed over last week. So there's what they're doing. On the other side,
it's a mistake.
well, on the other side, we have Tony out here again. This time, the mic works, and he's talking to Sting. He doesn't really say much to Sting because Archer comes out and rambles about time. He didn't ramble like Shane McMahon level, but he didn't also use the time gimmick the way Karrion Kross would, TikTok or something like that. He very clearly, it felt a little weird, and it felt worse when Jake just added in there. Like at the end, hey Stanger.
Stanger.
Hey, Stanger.
Hey Stanger.
Yeah, that was full Gastonia, wasn't it?
But yeah, I mean, did either one of you get excited for that potential feud, Sting and Archer?
Not in any kind of way.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think it's time to have that feud yet. I mean, time is really not much that I have with AEW because it takes so much time to watch all of their time-consuming broadcasts and time-consuming streams. So I just didn't have time to get emotionally involved into this. So,
but you don't even watch it. You say that it takes a lot of time, but you don't even watch it. Like the other stuff, the extra stuff.
I know it takes so much time. It's a time. Why'd you punish me? It's so much time. Yeah.
Okay, Hootie.
All right. Anyway. Yeah. So what's your winner here? Because these both kind of felt a little flat to me. I mean, I see what they're doing. They're starting feuds here with both, but I didn't get excited about either one of them.
I don't like the Bronson and what's his fucking name?
LA Knight.
Yeah, I don't like this, and I don't like it because because people like me don't know who LA Knight is, right? We're not like coming in our pants. Oh God, he's from the Indies. Oh, I don't know him,
but he's from NXT.
I don't know him.
Okay.
Well, I mean, he used to be in NXT.
Okay. Again, I don't know
FCW.
I don't know him.
Sean Ricker.
You're putting him with Bronson Reed, who, let's be honest, we all really don't know. We've seen him have
DP called him one man gangs kid.
Yeah, right. We've seen him have matches, but can any of us honestly say we've been excited about Bronson Reed or really paid attention to him?
Yeah, he had that one awesome match.
Okay.
The ladder match, right? Or whatever the
one
it was.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, remember Bronson Reed spoke out against the parlor. Is that what it was called?
Oh, yeah, the referee.
Yeah.
And that's why he got taken off TV for a bit after that ladder match.
Yeah,
he got taken down.
I mean, now that ref's doing white power symbols and shit, but whatever. I just don't like the feud.
So vote then.
I'm gonna give it to what was the other one again?
It was Sting and Archer.
I can't give Sting. I gotta go NXT. I can't give it to. And it's a weak segment. Like this is like one of those segments where AEW should like walk all over it. Like, oh, we beat this segment easily. Really, I mean, there's no muscle on the NXT side, but the AEW side I thought was horrible. So
Rob or Brian, the other guy.
Oh boy. No, you know what? I'm gonna have to go with the. They were both kind of weak, but I'm gonna have to it's still the Stanger, so I'm gonna have to go with Sting.
Oh, you fucks.
Oh shit! It's the fucking clock.
I'm sorry. I'm letting everybody know that the bias has arrived. The bias is here, everybody. The bias won himself.
Why? Because I'm a Sting fan?
No, Brian. I'm just mad at you because you're gonna make me vote. Here, I was hoping I didn't have to break the tie.
No,
right?
It's your show, bro.
Right.
Yeah, right. It's my show.
I don't know dick about LA Knight either. I have to agree with Rob. I didn't ever watch WCW, but I did like Sting in TNA. So out of the two guys I really don't know anything about, we'll go with Sting. AEW's up 2-1. That's the logic of breaking the tie. Plus, there's no fucking way in hell AEW's winning this next one. I'm just gonna put that out there right now.
Oh no.
So we have. Oh wait, no shit. I was gonna skip one. There's no way AEW is winning the one after next because this next one is just as kind of. But yeah, no, AEW's not winning. Imperium is in the back talking about how they want to recruit Thatcher, and if he has to go ask his wife Ciampa whether he can join the team or not, we can go ahead and take both of them, is what they said. Whereas on the other side, we have. I thought this was over, Brian. If you check the tape with our sponsor tonight, which is patreon.com/MOWP, from our reaction on Revolution, you would clearly see that you assured me in our coverage of Revolution when we talked about it that this was the end of Orange Cassidy and the best friends, Kip and Miro.
You're my best friend.
And it's not.
I don't know if I necessarily assured you.
You did check the motherfucking tape.
You assured us.
Okay, maybe I did.
For $9.98 a month, everybody go check the tape.
You could trouble me for a warm glass of shut the hell up. Now you will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep.
So I guess they're gonna have not a street fight, but
I
an
know they're having a
arcade
video game.
fight.
I mean,
Yeah, like what are they gonna have? Like old Super Nintendos and Ataris and
by the way,
Jaguars.
what
and
is
shit?
this? Is this Tony Khan's man cave collection of old video games? Because you had NFL Blitz there,
Right.
and they made
Yeah,
sure
where
that
are
was on camera. Like
If
we
they
want.
bust
This
a-
is the game we want to show.
If they bust up an old Neo Geo baseball game, I'm gonna be pissed.
For Turtles in Time?
What about the four? What is it? Was it 4 or was it 6?
It was 6 for
for
the
Turtles.
X-Men. Oh no, for X-Men. It was
Oh,
4 for
X-Men.
Turtles. It was 6 for X-Men.
Oh God! Of course you're gonna go
4
X-Men.
for Turtles. Yeah.
It's a good thing they didn't have a
Yeah,
How
there
I
was
Met
only 4 turtles.
Brian. It's a good thing they didn't have a How I Met Your Mother video game. Who's this fucking
No,
How I Met
yeah.
Your Mother video game?
Oh, I remember this from
Yeah.
an episode.
That reminds me of this one time I played.
You got to jump back and then over the. Anyway, I would know every secret. All right, so vote fucking Imperium and Thatcher for me. I'm done with.
Wait, what's
Best
the other
Friend.
side?
The best friends, Orange Cassidy,
You're my
Chuck
best
T.
friend.
The arcade thing we just talked about, Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
Dragon Slayer.
You know what? I did not even watch this NXT segment, and I'm still gonna vote for it because
Yeah.
I'm just over. And I like all the guys on the AEW side.
I like them too. That's the
Yeah.
sad thing.
Favorite video game. Ready? Old school video game. Ready? And 1943.
Marble Madness.
41. I like 1941.
Was that the one I'm thinking of?
Yes.
Okay, 41. Close enough.
If you want to go real old school, I want the Pizza Hut tabletop asteroids.
Oh, you know that makes sense for you. It makes sense for you.
Yeah, while we're waiting
Why?
for the pizza, I'm just sitting there. There was no call ahead shit back then. Nobody had a cell phone to call ahead.
Because that is the most. That is the laziest video game you could possibly play. It really works for him. Like left button left.
No,
left,
it's
button,
not,
left,
man.
button,
Once
left,
you're all
button,
over the
left,
place.
left button. Yeah.
Come on, Adam. You own Star Wars crap. Stop leaving past sell your collectibles. Punch out.
Punch
What are you
Out.
saying?
Mike
Punch
Tyson's
out.
Punch
Oh,
Out.
he's
Yeah, but
voting
we're
on the
not
game.
talking about at home console games. We're talking about arcade games.
Oh,
Yeah,
arcade games?
Yeah.
Arcade.
Oh.
Yeah. Best
The
request
Simpsons
for
game was good,
NES.
too.
You
That was a
can't
good
vote.
one.
You can't do the console games, fuckers.
Our board is not listening. They're worse
God.
than you.
I mean, if you want to do that, I'd say RC Pro Am. Fucking suck it.
Yeah. All right, 2-2. Or Contra. 2-2. We've got up next a pair of okays. We have Ethan Page making his Dynamite debut here, Brian. He's taking on Lee Johnson, who comes to the ring with QT, who says he just lost his temper on Sunday.
Oh, God.
And he wants to still be in the Nightmare family, but Ethan Page beats Lee Johnson, and while he's kicking his ass after the match, QT just walks off. Dustin has to make the actual save. I felt, and I don't know if this is super petty or not, I felt like Ethan Page deserved better than feeling like his Dynamite debut here had no fucks given for him or his character here. It was all about the QT Dustin Nightmare family implosion.
I agree with you that it is a little weird that they shared, like you said, Ego's debut with that other storyline. Also, I mentioned it before, but the whole audio fuck up that they had with the All-Star game going on over his first match on TV, that's also kind of shitty. So
production shits all over. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Somebody
a
again.
bummer. But I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't know what they're trying to set up. Ethan Page against Dustin, maybe. I don't know.
Well, I don't care.
I don't know.
So we're going to the other side, NXT. We find out earlier in the night, Rob, that Regal has decided, because of the fuckery and Adam Pearce showing up and Dakota and Raquel not winning the tag titles since they were the Dusty champs, he's going to give them the newly crowned NXT Women's Tag Team belts. Before we talk about the match, what do you think about the belts, the division, and the whole thing here, Regal creating these, or Regal getting credit for it?
I mean, I always think more belts is probably, more problems, more money, more problems. And if it wasn't for the fact
Men have 4 right now.
right, if it wasn't for the fact that NXT's women's division is the best in the world, and fucking fight me, but also is deep, and so deep put that ass asleep.
Ringo.
I think it's okay. I think that NXT can write a good tag belt for the women. I think they can. They've shown every division they can work every division, even in down times. I'm confident with it. If this was main roster and they were first debuting no, this is gonna be stupid.
Brian, comments?
I have to agree with Rob. I'm holding out hope that NXT will do the right thing and treat the belts, like they actually mean something.
Yeah.
And they do have the talent, and the depth. I'm hoping for good things.
Well, you want to talk
see.
about swerve here and unexpected. I didn't think it would end clean if Dakota and Raquel, defended here, but I did not think that Shotzi and Ember would be there. But if you think about this, Rob, this is the perfect everything.
Right.
Dakota and Raquel got to etch their names in as the first Dusty Cup winners and the first champs, even though they never defended it. Now Shotzi and Ember get to be the first with an actual reign. So all 4 women kind of get their push here and get themselves involved here. And like you said, there's depth on the women's division on NXT to do this.
I want to bear with me here on something. I'm curious, all right? I'm wondering if they were originally supposed to beat Shayna and Nia for their belts. And last minute, don't shake your head no yet, last minute, somebody up at main roster, Vince said, you know what? No, I don't want them taken off of here. I got something I want to do with them. And instead of fucking all their plans up that they had, they were like, well, let's just make our own fucking belt. So we don't have to scrap our storylines because they're changing it.
If they did that so late, then Brian, as you know from AEW's experience, you can't get belts made that quickly.
Hey, it takes time,
It's
WWE.
WWE.
Yeah.
I think it takes.
Vince probably has it in his toilet.
Yeah, that's right. They got to go through several models. They even bring the prototypes on TV.
The $3 Walmart version.
Yeah, unfinished.
Excuse you, I have one of those right here, and it's not $3, Rob.
I think what's very important is hey,
it was in the picture.
Don't talk to me. Talk to Walmart. I think the thing you have to keep in mind here are the question you got to have for the women's division is this tag division going to be exclusively kind of a Frankenstein type thing where you just kind of gearing 2 girls up, or are they going to build tag teams?
Well, Shotzi and Ember have been working together for a while.
I understand
That's
that.
what I was going to ask you guys.
Dakota.
Are they a Frankenstein, you think, at this point, or are they a team?
What was that? I'm trying
I think they're loosely doing alliances, Rob, where you don't have
Yeah.
to be a full tag team. Caden and Casey are a full tag team at this point, but they're not named anything. They don't come out like Iconics where they had a name.
Right. I feel like if they play it like, hey, 2 girls are like, you know what? Hey, come here. You doing anything right now? No. You want to team up, go for the belts? Yeah. If they play it like that, I'm curious if they're going to play it that way or if they're going to start to develop their own, actual Street Profits and other tag teams that are natural tag teams.
I don't
Metro
know.
Boys.
I don't know. Just don't involve any of the main roster, please, on any level.
All right.
And so we have the match, Ember Shotzi. I'm obviously going NXT here over the Nightmare Family and Karate Man. Sorry.
They're nice fucking belts. Put that out there.
Yeah, they're good looking.
NXT does fucking good work with belts.
Yeah, they don't look plastic at all. Cole came out here, cut a little promo. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But the way we find out that Austin has to come to terms with therapy, he's mad Johnny paid him, but whatever, it all came out in the end. It all washes even. This, I don't want to talk too much about it. The way usually is very good and almost a hand-down slam dunk win. But they're going up against here the whole Omega, Callis, Good Brothers thing we talked about, which, by the way, we didn't talk about this at the beginning, but it ends with Christian coming out after the match. Kenny tried to shake hands. There's almost an unprettier, and I really don't like Don Callis.
That's the point.
That's what Rob said.
I said he was saying telling me how much he doesn't like him, and I said, well, his job is for you not to like him.
Yeah,
right.
Just to be fair,
it worked.
And he's like, well, not like that. I'm like, of course, yeah. Nobody can
that.
Nobody can win can do anything to make you. Never mind. Let it go. Because I don't know the words right now.
So I gotta just quickly. We talked about it a lot there, but I'm not one of those haters. I like Christian Cage being on AEW here. I don't think he's overhyped, bad pick or whatever. Yes, he's a veteran. Yes, he's older. But of all the names that were thrown around, he actually has shit left in the tank. Angle does not. I don't want to see Brock. I don't want to see Cena here. That would go against everything they have here. It feels a little TNA-like. We're still missing AJ and Joe, but Jeff Hardy chose to stay where he was. But we'll get there, I'm sure, once the main event Mafia shows up.
I hope so.
This is a weird one. So, by the way, it's now tied at 3. We have 3 more rounds to go. This is the women's segment for AEW, the only one. Rob, I just want to clarify. Here it's the third. Technically the fourth, if you count,
the introduction
Dakota,
of the belts.
So technically the fourth, but it's the first for AEW. So they got their one in.
Yay!
And guess what they chose to do?
And, they were like, you know what? I'm tired of everybody saying we don't put the women on so much, so we're gonna let you do what the guys do: 6-man tags.
And that's what they did. And they picked 2 competitors that fought on Sunday. Sheeta and Ryu. It doesn't matter. And Thunder Rosa are one team, and then they have Britt, Nyla, and Brian. Am I pronouncing this wrong? Or right? Maki Ito.
Yeah, Maki Ito.
Okay. I know you're going to say something crazy about Japan, but what I saw on Sunday about Ryu, we talked about this at length about a year ago with the quote-unquote working punches. Ryu was bad. Maki Ito was worse. I liked her whole song and dance thing, but yes, her throwing – the first shot she did with the microphone was good. Yeah. After that, they weren't. And because the microphone was live, you could hear how after that they weren't as good.
Oh, come on, man. That was great. Now, you're being a picky little bitch on this.
Okay, then go back and watch the other punches she threw, which
No. I'm not
looked like love taps.
No, I'm not arguing about the punches. The punches are – the match was whatever. When she fucking stabbed her in the head with the fucking microphone.
Only the first time.
No, I'm still arguing with you. When she continued to do it, the first time was like a stab to the head. That's funny. And then she was fucking doing the Negan fucking on her head with the fucking mic. That was fucking great. And you heard the
ow.
And
that
she
hurt.
didn't stop her fucking performance at the beginning.
Yeah.
Musical.
Yeah. Daniel Price says Ito with those mic shots, absurdly goofy. Vicky tried to throw punches afterward was even worse. Yeah. I mean, this whole thing I thought was shit.
Yeah. I mean, I don't agree. I don't agree. I think if you're looking for the shit, there's definitely plenty of it. Yes. There's plenty of shit to bitch about in this. I honestly think that for a lot of it was fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not taking the division seriously, but it was good to see Britt out there. Yeah, because I'm a Brit Mark.
We got to have Nyla out there too. We can't ever have Anyway,
yeah.
I want to go back a couple segments here. A couple comments on the board. Juan says Christian's a good wrestler, but his time is up. Let the new era of wrestling begin. I don't think his time is up. I think that he can be a good veteran that puts guys over, and he is a little bit younger than Jericho. He does cut a fucking good promo, and he's not out of shape. He's not. He doesn't look like a fat muffin top like Jericho. I'm a fat muffin top. I'm not calling Jericho out. I want everybody to understand. I'm a fat muffin top. They hang over my jeans if I take my shirt off.
Kayfabe, brother.
Yeah. Oh, well, whatever, hip boy. You're in the same boat.
Ooh, hip boy.
I'm saying
I'm gonna make fun of your injury.
I'm trying to be mean. Also, I'm built like a machine, bro.
Yeah, so, and Juan also wants to say the Japanese girl's great. I think he's talking about Maki Ito. He said, she's great. She makes me smile. It's different at him. I agree. I liked her. I liked her standing up there and doing her thing. It was fucking hilarious. I just wanted her to be able to, like, throw some punches that look better.
And she has personality. Follow her on Twitter.
Yeah, dude. She said something like motherfuckers earlier. Dude, before she came out, I was telling Rob, I'm like, I can't remember the whole thing, but she said, you ready, motherfuckers, or something like that.
She tweeted it. Yeah, she also got into it with Jim Cornette a few weeks ago, too.
Oh, cool.
She said that she was the deity of shit.
Yeah. Dude, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. She's fucking, the character excites me.
Yeah.
Daniel Price said, read Christian's interview on why he signed. May change your mind. It essentially says WWE had nothing for me. Con through cash. Here I am. So,
yeah.
That's not necessarily true. Christian reached out to Tony first. It wasn't the other way around.
Well, no, but he said, hey, WWE doesn't have anything for me. I just showed you I got something in the tank at Royal Rumble. If Vince wants to cry, that's his own fault. If Christian gave him a chance, here's the thing, and this is America. the good parts of America. If you are loyal enough to give your boss a heads up, hey, I'm going somewhere else. You want a match? You can match or I can walk. I'm going to take a better offer that I've got here. Oh, you don't have any money for me?
You don't have any storylines for me to pay me
well
for?
then
Yeah.
I'm going to go get my family some money.
No
hard feelings. You can't be upset about this. I came to you first. It wasn't like Big Show, who we've heard Big Show just went and signed. Like this is Christian. If he says that I went to WWE and they said they don't have anything for me, again, I'm going back to the Rumble. The guy had something left in the tank.
Yeah, I don't think that necessarily means that he told WWE. I hear what you're saying. I think he's just saying that, I was there. They didn't give me anything. I asked for something. They didn't give me nothing. I don't think he was like, Vince, I'm going to AEW. I think he was like, okay, cool. Well, see you guys later.
No, I think he got signed to a 3-month Legend contract. He wanted it extended. They said we don't have anything for you, and he walked.
No, he wasn't on a 3 months. He was on a per show,
probably per appearance.
Appearance.
Yeah,
I
think so because but he was going back like 3 months.
No, per appearance.
Okay. Well, anyway, Vince did a good job. Got him a nice contract. Good for you, Christian. The offering against the women's 6-man match on NXT's side is a DQ finish because Kacy Catanzaro hits Zaya with the crutch as she's fighting. Caden says you went too far. Me and Rob had to laugh here. Both shows had spots at the same time that involved crutches.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Brian was like, "Yeah, my people." Yeah.
Fuck you.
I'm gonna go NXT simply because they've been building this Zaya and Caden and Casey storyline, so that's cool. But also because I'm not going with a multi-woman match, hodgepodge thrown together thing here.
Yeah, Adam hates the women.
No, I love them on NXT. Rob?
Yeah. So
please don't make me repeat what you're voting on.
Yeah, I forgot. I'm gonna go NXT. Yeah.
Brian?
Rob just NXT. Zia Lee is my fucking favorite going on in NXT right now in the women's division. So,
all right, 4-3, 2 rounds to go. We have Grizzled Young Vets against Legado. Legado steal the victory, so to speak, in what could be considered an upset. It was Mendoza and Joaquin Wilde getting the win there, in case you don't know which 2 members of Legado. Oh, wait, you do, because WWE doesn't just rotate amongst their faction over who's fighting tag team.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Looking at you, Death Triangle. Looking at you. Or Nightmare Family, or fuck it, take your pick. We were talking about family trees and who's related. Orange Cassidy, Isaiah Cassidy. That was fun. Brian Cage, Christian Cage. Who's related to who? Anyway.
Jake Roberts, Justin Roberts.
Yeah, that's fun. On the AEW side, Darby is going to fight Scorpio here. We know Scorpio, he won the Sonic the Hedgehog Battle Royal on Sunday. So he has a chance at the TNT title here tonight against Darby. Anytime Darby is not supposed to win or isn't favored and does win, he basically gets that roll up. Looks like Scorpio's closing in on the victory. We got a quick roll up by Darby to get the victory.
Fine.
Why? I wanted Scorpio to win here. I think it was his time.
Yeah.
I don't think Darby really needed, other than he needed the line in the resume that says he was a champion.
No,
he doesn't need a reign.
Yeah, I think this is fine though. I mean, rather than just have him lose it in this match, which is, if you could do that too, but to add some drama to it, you continue this feud. This is not Scorpio.
You think it continues?
Oh yeah, you don't attack the dude afterwards and try to fuck him up if you're not gonna rehash this again.
Well, I thought it could just be a heel turn.
Well, it was a heel turn, but it's also, you think Darby's gonna be like, the dude fucking sucked on me. I'm done. I'm not gonna worry about it though. I'm gonna let it
Sucked
go.
on me?
I don't know.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know.
Show me on the doll where you were touched.
Sometimes words come out and you didn't quite mean. You know what I meant though. In my head, it made perfect sense.
Oh.
But you see what I'm saying?
Good.
No.
I just want to move on. Can we move on?
It's suck on you.
Rob, or Brian, this is what happens when you're not in the studio.
Who's Rob sucking on things?
Oh, fuck you, fuck me.
Yeah.
What?
Voting for Lana.
I don't know if I want to finish the Stratego game now after we sign
You know what's wrong was? I wasn't paying attention. That's why my words weren't working, because I was looking at strategies to beat you when we got back in.
You're not going to win.
Oh, I am.
No.
Oh, I am going to win.
You're not.
I am.
It's going to be great.
Okay.
So Daniel Price says they need to make up their mind if they're going to push Sky or not. And I'm sorry I can't take Darby seriously being so tiny next to some guys. I mean, he's not much bigger than Stunt. Thank you. That's my problem. Just you gave him the title, get it off of him. You're clearly not going to go do Sting and Darby.
He's going to lose it.
This has run its course.
No.
I'm tired of Team Taz. Let's fix the whole fucking shit
He's
by
gonna lose
giving
it to
the
Scorpio.
title to Okay.
Scorpio's going to win it.
Hey,
No, he's not.
Brian.
Yeah.
Scorpio Sky. Healer face.
Of course. Fucking heel. This
Yeah.
was this was him turning.
You know, okay.
This
Just
is
want, you fuck it up before, so I wanted to make sure.
He wins
No,
it.
I never.
He wins it in 2 weeks.
2
No.
weeks.
You're wrong.
Like
I think
Money
Darby's
Pit,
only had
2
like
weeks.
4 title defenses or 5 title defenses.
It doesn't mean anything.
Three.
Is it 3?
Three.
Scorpio wins it in 2 weeks.
He defended against Cage and Joey Janela.
This is the bad boy Joey Janela, and I couldn't agree more.
And then tonight, obviously, against Scorpio.
Oh, did you guys see what Janela said?
Oh, please. Go ahead.
I
I'll
would
get
block
to it later.
that
Then.
shit.
I'll get to it later.
Talk about his helicopter jump.
He wishes that you get strep forever, or maybe die
What?
if you criticize AEW.
Oh,
Wait, he said that?
He like tweeted it. Yeah.
Wait, what did he say it again one more time?
I'm gonna try to find it.
He did
said
the
that he
Terrell
wishes-
Owens crying about his quarterback thing.
What?
I hear what you're saying.
Quarterback.
He's my quarterback.
Don't
Don't
stop
talk-
picking on
okay. That's my
AEW.
quarterback.
That's my wrestling
let's
company.
scrap.
There's like 5 companies you're shitting on now. Stop it.
Stop
Oh,
it.
no,
I
okay,
need
so
my
he
I need my
said-
contract renewed. So please, I love them. What? Wait, he's
Daniel
being-
Price says he sent you the link of what Janela said.
He said, all fans 100% have a right to an opinion, but I also have the right to say that wrestling fans that think I suck at wrestling deserve the most severe, never-ending case of strep throat. ...
Wow.
Maybe,
so is
maybe
that
death
why?
too, to
wait.
be honest.
Maybe
Wait.
death too.
Oh my God, is that why JR sounded so bad on Sunday? Because he thinks Joey Janela sucks?
All right.
He gave him strep throat.
No, it automatically came to him because he
Well, I mean, it's Joey. We're all gonna get strep throat because you're that bad. You cause
yeah,
the
thanks.
step. Yeah,
Thanks for that, Dick.
Yeah, it's your fault. You
Get better.
Yeah, I mean, who could be so bad at wrestling that they can give people a disease? I mean, that's Dick.
I'm gonna vote for Grizzled Young Vets here and Legato because I'm mad Scorpio didn't win. I'm completely petty voting here.
no.
Brian, what's your vote?
No, I thought this was an awesome match. I'm a little disappointed though that it just like Scorpio won the ring a couple of days ago, and now they're already having the match. I wanted to kind of
What they did
I
with
wish it would
Brian
stretch
Cage
out a
when he
little
won
bit.
the chip. Remember? The
No, I know,
casino
but like,
ladder
maybe
match.
like schedule it like 2 weeks from now, so they could build it a little bit more.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They're not good at builds.
Yeah, have some build behind it. I'm going to give my point to AEW though. I mean, it was a good match, and it is a singles match, and it is something to do with the belt. So I mean,
Consequence, right?
Guess what, guys? We're 4-4 going into the main event.
it's not real numbers.
Oh shit!
We have Cole and
Yeah,
Finn
nothing's real.
for the NXT Championship, and we have the War Council. I don't think that Cole was going to win tonight. I don't think I necessarily saw that Kyle distracting him would cost it. And I got to say, this was a fucking great match. Finn and Cole could go as many times as they want.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have a bingo hall,
Bingo.
thing where they fought a ton on the indie circuit before getting here, but those guys, I mean, they look like the way KO and Sammy could have a match. Like they could have 10 different matches and it looked fine.
Yeah.
But in the end, Kyle distracts him. It leads me to believe that Kyle's going to fight Finn at Stand and Deliver, Kyle's going to fight Cole. That frees Finn up for Brian. TikTok, I think, comes back into the picture here.
He should. I mean, he fucking should, bro.
Makes perfect sense at this time. You've blown off you haven't blown off Finn and Undisputed. You've blown off Undisputed, you haven't blown off the Undisputed turmoil. You've blown off Finn and Undisputed.
Yeah.
Right.
He's fought Kyle. He's beat Cole. He's beat them both. Let's move on.
Yeah.
From him. Let Finn go and be whatever he wants to be with the title. Now Undisputed can do their thing. Full implosion, Which side is Roddy going to take? Cole or Kyle? Probably not either. They might even do a triple threat leading up to it. But I believe that's how things are going to go for Stand and Deliver. I think now you have a more clear picture. It's Kyle against Cole. Mm-hmm. It's Cross against Finn.
Stand and Deliver. That's such a weird name.
Yeah, dude. It sounds like stuff that Brian watches on the hub.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, Stand and Deliver, but if you like abbreviate it, S&D.
Oh,
I'm gonna watch S&D. Who's S&D, guys?
I know why Brian's so sully on this.
Why?
His hips. He can't stand and deliver.
Oh, he can't.
Sir, yes, I can. Excuse me. You just missed a show a couple weeks ago.
That's why he did.
I've been here fucking.
That's
like
why he dated
a rock.
That's why he dated a Mormon chick that only likes to do it, missionary. He's like, I can't do it. Can't stand up.
Is that why it's called missionary?
Right.
Yeah, the Mormon.
It's an act of mercy.
Yeah, it's like yeah.
Go ahead, Brian. You can have sex with me.
No, I have to have it. I use a sex sheet. It's a whole
sheet.
thing.
It's a sex sheet.
Oh, that's right.
I'm in my 40s. I didn't know about a sex sheet.
Have you?
You never used a sex sheet, Rob?
No.
Come on, that's like a dental dam. I mean, you need to
come
use
on,
it.
man. Get with it.
Oh,
It's what the kids are doing.
It's basically seriously like it sounds like. It's a sheet that covers everything but your dingle.
Yeah.
I mean, so that you're not committing a sin in certain religions because you're clothed, just your dingle's out.
Oh, wait.
And she's got a cut hole on her side. She's wearing just a sheet too.
Wait, no, the Mormons are doing this?
No, I think
not the Mormons. I don't know
like
which
a Jewish thing.
No, it fucking could be. I don't know which religion does this, but somebody does it.
If you take the religion,
I'm completely ignorant when it comes to anything, even Judaism.
If you take the religion out of it, this could be really fun.
It's just like two ghosts smashing.
Well, no,
yeah, right.
Wait, it's the equivalent of a movable glory hole.
Right.
I don't know. I just think
for the anonymity.
You throw some paint around, fucking roll around the paint.
Right, get it personalized, get it
yeah.
We should go on Shark Tank with it.
AEW side of things has the War Council.
Jared, get the sheets, honey.
We find a little bit of swerve here, and it kind of like double swerve. It felt like so. The War Council starts. Sammy comes out. We haven't seen Sammy since he quit, but he comes out and shows a video of how MJF. He basically pleads to Jericho, "Hey, look, dude, MJF's stealing your boys." We find out Jericho knew all along, but MJF is still one up on him. Lights go out. And who appears, Brian, but FTR, Spears, Tully. They join MJF and Wardlow against the Inner Circle. If you count the numbers, Tully makes them one over. But otherwise,
Wardlow
it's 5-on-5. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would have Wardlow match up with Hager.
Tully's
you would have
wrestling.
the leaders, MJF and Jericho match up.
Yeah.
You would have FTR and Proud and Powerful. And you would have Sammy and Spears. That's how you match up everybody right there. But MJF, we called this months and months and months ago that we thought Spears and FTR were going to be 3 of the 4 horsemen. We all had long debates over who the 4th one is. MJF?
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think any of us picked MJF.
No,
right?
No.
we never considered that. And it's really now it's not 4 horsemen, it's 5. So it's not the horseman gimmick. So all the time that they were flashing 4, it was for nothing. Because MJF does not make 4 because Wardlow comes with him. It's 5. And you got 2 J.J. Dillons otherwise. If you want to count Tully as the 1 J.J., well then what's Wardlow? Still got to be something. I like how it matches up with Inner Circle, but I'm not excited about this as a group.
Well, I mean, who's going to be heel, right? I mean, right, like watching this segment, it felt like the Inner Circle were kind of turning, like they were getting baby fit, like we're getting sympathy, really.
I guess, yeah,
a little bit.
I mean, they turned Sammy first, and now Sammy comes out and goes, "Guys, help me."
Now Sammy's back in.
Yeah,
I just feel like there's no thought to the writing. There's no emotional art, because it just went from like, okay, so you can become our friend. And then me and you're gonna start fighting, and I'm gonna go away, and then you're gonna be like this, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I'm gonna tell. It just happened out of nowhere. All this happened out of nowhere. I'm trying to figure out a way to explain this. I'm confused. All the work you put into doing this angle with MJF in the inner circle, and we knew there was going to be treachery down the line. But you said, fuck it. Let's go ahead and do this now. Let's just do it as quick as we can right now. Let's not put any intrigue into it.
And end the show with a brawl?
And end the show with a brawl.
Your guy's favorite.
And we're going to bring in FTR and Tony and all them because they've had zero interaction with anybody in Inner Circle. So now we've just got, for no reason, we've got the end of the movie, 8mm. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
We got that where all of a sudden, so they're the villains. They haven't been in this at all, but now they're the villains. And this new faction is now because you were going to have them turn on them, but they didn't. It's so bad, Brian.
I don't know if it's bad, but it is kind of random. It is kind of random.
Oh, you've ruined two good things. The build of a Horseman type faction was exciting, and then the inner turmoil of the Inner Circle and the power struggle that would be was exciting. Those are two of the more exciting things you've been working on. And what did you do? In one fell swoop, you destroyed both of them.
Just like that. Just like that.
So the thing that we've been talking about, that I've been saying as no longer an AEW believer, is that the one thing that they had going on that I was really enjoying week to week was the Inner Circle. Well, that's gone.
Hey, make sure we don't throw that away. I want to track this. We're going to start tracking that.
Tracking what?
Okay.
How many times Dynamite ends in a brawl, and how many times the EVPs participate in one of the bookends? I'm gonna start keeping track.
You hear what I'm saying though? Beyond just that,
absolutely, I do, because we check the tape. There's a lot of times that we struggled with something that AEW is doing. I shit all over the Team Taz and Darby dragging out shit. But I always said I like the Inner Circle. I can't wait to see where this goes. This was not the payoff I was expecting, Brian, and that's where I would share Rob's view.
I agree. I mean, is there a chance that this is like they're setting up Blood and Guts? Remember, they wanted to do that before the pandemic, but obviously the storylines progressed and there's different players now.
So they don't really need to go back there anyway. They did the Stadium Stampede instead. It would be fine here if they did Blood and Guts, but I would hope that at the end of it we get rid of Jericho, right? Because he needs to disappear for a little bit, work on the poundage, because he's a professional athlete. Yeah, go spread a different corona, whatever you got to do. Go take your wife to insurrection events. It's fine. Nobody's gonna bust you.
That's lazy. It's if you're saying, let's go ahead and do this now to put them in Blood and Guts. It's lazy, and it's not fair to me as a wrestling fan for you to be lazy in your product. If you want to build the Blood and Guts, then build it to that. But you could have had weeks prior to this where maybe MJF was having secret meetings and you couldn't figure out who it was with, or fucking something.
This just came to me when you said that, Rob. Like, that they're not sure what to book or whatever. I think that they're relying on the marks and everybody that's going to defend AEW blindly. That's gonna that right now while we're doing this podcast is out there on Twitter and social media going, this is the greatest thing ever. MJF is the way they're doing it. All those times they flashed the 4 Horsemen symbol, total red herring just to throw you off.
Nobody saw this coming. Oh my God.
And AEW's booking committee or storylines or writers are reliant on these awesome guys that spin the story, like the ones that work with Brian, MJ and Kyle. I mean, they sell the drama better watching it on Facebook to tell me what the hell else is going on, because I can't watch the 6 damn shows they got. So I mean, I feel like they're reliant on guys like Kyle, friend of the show, to go and sell some of the drama for them on social media. And Kyle does a better job, I think, than they do.
He does.
I mean,
it's very true.
He was telling me about, not directly, but the stuff that I see that he puts on in the AEW Facebook group, it gives me the backstory that I'm lacking, Brian, because I don't watch all the shows. And he always shares something simple, and he gives a little reason behind it, where half the time, unless I talk to you, I don't know why the hell this stupid match is happening. You're the one who tells me.
Right.
All right.
Yet I watch the program every week.
Yeah. All Harley Race and Ric Flair did was beat each other bloody in a cage for an hour, and it was one of the best matches ever.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. I don't know where that came from. That was DP.
Sure.
And Stike says Big Bubba Rogers is what Wardlow is. Was there a fifth horseman named Big Bubba Rogers?
Big Bubba. Where do you see Rogers? I see
don't-
Big Bubba.
Check the tape. It says Wardlow could be the Big Bubba Rogers.
I don't see that.
And DP suggesting that since they can't get the right to War Games, they should call it Sparkle Cube. Yep. And special guest referee will be Rainbow Bright. I mean, what the fuck? Anyway, let's get to our overall winners and Marked Out and Pettytown. For me, we got the main event. It's a 4-4 tie. Main event here is the War Council and the championship match on NXT.
Yeah.
Instead of just voting for who won main event here, the 4-4 tie, I want your overall winner, Rob.
I'm just NXT's gonna take this one this week. They came out swinging. They had we had 2 announced title matches, really great fucking pay-per-view level title matches. But then you added a fucking great tag team title match for the women after you announced a new title. I mean, they were coming out swinging on all cylinders tonight. I want AEW to do well. I really do. I want them to be really, really great, and they're just really, really not. So, NXT.
Ryan?
This pains me. It pains me when I have to do this, but I am going to have to vote for NXT tonight.
Wow.
I do. AEW wasn't bad, but I don't know. I feel like it was a little. I don't want to say it was lazy. The explanation that Omega and Callis gave. I mean, it was really like the only thing they really could at this point.
I mean, there was no way else to get it.
Brian.
Yeah, I mean, they were in a tough place, but either way, regardless, I mean, still on the NXT side, opening match was awesome. Main event was awesome.
Brian.
Yo.
If when we started this whole AEW adventure, right? We started watching Dynamite. If you were at a level 10 excitement about AEW, then what would you say you're at now? One out of 10.
Still high. I'd say like an 8.
Okay, but you're down to.
I would say I'm down a little bit. Yeah, I mean there's definitely some holes in the product.
I can't believe you got that out of them.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
I mean, they're not perfect. We all know that.
I mean, I think 8's a bit strong, but
yeah.
Well, I say for NXT, I'm like a 7.
NXT, I'm a chub 8.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I'm definitely flirting with a 9 on NXT.
And then on AEW, I don't think I was ever at a 10, Rob, to be fair. I think I was probably as high as an 8 in terms of excitement because it was still too unknown and my logical brain wouldn't give it the points.
Yeah.
I would think I'm chopped in half now. After
just half?
Yeah, 8-4.
Yeah.
Just half. Oh, I don't even want to ask Rob.
Well, I'm just saying if I started at a 10, which I mean I didn't, I probably started more at a skeptical 7.
Okay, so you got to be fair though. Whatever you drop to, you
Right.
have to go from where you started.
Skeptical 7, a hopeful 9, right? I wanted it to be around a 9. And I'm holding on to a 1 like fucking like Stallone and Cliffhanger. I'm holding on to a 1 like Stallone and Cliffhanger.
Like a clinger in the toilet bowl.
I'm not lying to you. And that I'm enjoying some segments here and there, or maybe but there's no drama. The writing's lazy. Every time they get something good, they ruin it. And the production value's shit. There's mistakes and botches everywhere, like there's some fucking amateur. Yeah, I just sorry.
Lots of consequence on the NXT side for me will weigh heavy in my vote. Brian, you gave yours. Rob, you gave yours.
Yeah.
The board says Daniel Price, the match with Balor and Cole, and the way they set up the ending with the 2 feuds was good. I agree. And then Stike, the other Hall of Famer, votes NXT as well. They set up 4 matches for tonight's TakeOver event: Adam versus Kyle, Io versus Raquel, Cross versus Cole, and Escobar versus Devlin. I think you're projecting a little bit because Escobar and Devlin are fighting next week.
Well, we don't know that.
And we don't know that Raquel is going to be fighting Io, but I'm sure they're going to get there.
Yeah.
Cross and Cole and Adam and Kyle, I definitely think they set up. Skeptical 7, good band names, Daniel Price says. Yeah, he meant Cross versus Finn. We knew what you meant. He says Cross versus Cole. We knew what you meant. You also said Adam versus Kyle. You put both his names there. We knew what you meant. I have to give it to NXT because they bookended their show with a championship match. Besides the protocol or production woes that AEW has, they still don't get the booking order here right. I think that as pivotal as the War Council is here, I think it should have been the 9 o'clock one. I think potentially you should have opened your damn show with Callis and Omega.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that. 100%.
You
I
know,
totally agree with that.
The order in which they tell the story, like if I'm expecting the answer right off the bat. You throw Omega and Callis out there right away, fine. You can throw the Moxley and Kingston video in later, and have them circle back if you want, and have them book and the whole fucking show and make it all about them.
Yeah,
instead of just a couple segments. You could do that. Instead, you started with the worst match of the night, in my opinion, on Dynamite. It really. What was worse? What was less entertaining?
The 6-woman tag match, probably.
You said earlier that was entertaining. I thought the Maki Ito. What did I call her? Miko?
Yeah, at the beginning of the match, but after that, I mean.
Okay, so we're splitting hairs. The one women's offering was a 6-woman tag match, and you're going to argue that the bearded buck against.
Yeah, it was a good match.
It was a
I'm
good
not gonna
match.
sit
That's
here and
not
say
the
it was
one
a
you
bad
kicked the fucking show off with, Brian. I'm not arguing about the match. I hope you realize that. It was a fucking great match.
Yeah.
Anytime you see Phoenix is a good match. That's not the one you book as the curtain after a pay-per-view for no fucking reason.
Especially when you have
they're contenders. Who cares?
Especially when you have a competitor show on another channel. So the first thing your person comes to, they click on AEW and they go, "Oh, okay, this match. Let me see what's on NXT." And then they flip to NXT, and what happened? They flipped over to NXT and they got caught up in it. They got caught up in it with new belts and fucking title matches, and they're like, "Oh shit, AEW's on." AEW fucked up.
Yeah, there's a reason the Grizzled Young Veterans and Legado del Fantasma were the lead-in to Cole and Finn, and not the fucking curtain. Okay, and I'm not shitting on Grizzled Young Vets or Legado del Fantasma. I'm just saying you have to book in the right order. That alone, for me, was enough to push the edge to NXT. Sorry.
Clean sweep.
Yep. Marked Out and Petty Towns. I'm going to start with mine. Marked Out for NXT is the new women's tag belts or champs. Take your pick. I like Shotzi and Ember. I like the belts. And then AEW, my Marked Out, really, honestly, I do like the spin zone that they pulled to try and save here. It is what it is. They can't go back in time. They can't undo it. Tony can block everybody on YouTube he wants. Reddit is still hating him forever. I think they did what they could here, damage control, and that's all you can do is damage control. They made jokes about it being the Impact budget. They had the guys picking on Mox and Kingston for dry humping and 69ing in the ring. I thought they did everything they could have, and I marked out on the fact that they at least got out and did something there. Rob, Marked Outs.
I don't know if I really didn't take notes tonight, so I don't have my shit ready. NXT, I'm going to say, not really a mark out, but maybe a marked out overall thought. Never mind. I don't want to do it. I don't have it marked out.
For either show?
No, I was going to say something, then I immediately went, "No, that sounds stupid. Why would you say that out loud?"
Okay.
So, no, I'm gonna not mark out because I know I don't like to come here with bubble gum and give you a piece, but not Brian a piece. I don't want to give marked out to NXT because I have none to give for AEW. So it's just not.
So you basically went petty with your marked out.
I have a petty. I have one petty.
Anyway, Brian, why don't you do the marked outs? I'll read the board, and then we can get to Rob's one petty.
That's all I
got. Marked out
Probably
for
sticking it out
AEW
a sheet.
was the little segment that they had with Hangman and his lawnmower with the Dark Order. I thought that was kind of funny.
I was in immense in Stratego. Forgot to write that down.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, and then how they yelled at Alan Angels not to get on. They're like, "There's a weight limit."
Dude, and then he gunned it, and two of them fell off on the non-camera side
the
anyway.
thing tipped back, right? And on NXT, just give me the whole fucking. If you give me Finn Balor versus Adam Cole every week, I would be happy, and I would mark out at least at one point during their match.
Yeah,
True.
I say that too. Fine.
On the board, No, you had your chance. On the board, marked outs for Stike Leather. Tony Storm versus Io. The right woman won, but I love Tony. And for AEW, you said Hangman and his new lawnmower. Marked out for Daniel Price. The NFL Blitz Arcade. I stack. I don't care what Adam says. All right, fine. Sorry.
Wow.
Petty Town. Last stop. Rob, give us your one.
My one is that Moxley and Eddie Kingston should be fired, suspended, or arrested for unsafe behavior at a work site. They were drinking cocktails earlier, and then they went in the ring and fought with other people. Shame on them. They should have to go to rehab or fucking.
That's what you do every time you're on this podcast. Shouldn't you be
about-
going to do something same?
It's not about me.
It is about
it's
you
not
because this is yet another example of how hypocritical you are.
OSHA violations. Something. There's got to be something in there. We got to find something in there.
Ryan Petty,
Fighting after you're drinking.
you can go ahead and give it to Rob if you
I
want.
mean, Hitman's a. I mean.
Petty, I guess this is really petty, but why are you putting squash matches with Cody on Dynamite? Like, why couldn't he just have a promo?
Yeah. Well,
why'd you have to-
why do we have to have a promo?
Why can't Cody?
Why couldn't all of that been reversed? Why couldn't Penta have fought Gargis? Penta gets the win. Penta gets interviewed by the Spanish commentator to help translate. Penta makes the comment about Cody, who then comes out from the back. Now you have reason for all of this, and now it flows logic. But no, Cody has to get out in front. He has to be out there first. He has to be the one to squash Gargis. He has to be the one that Tony
Cody's gotta
goes
be
to
on
interview.
TV.
Well, you know who Cody could be on TV. You know who he should be fighting?
Shaq.
Red Velvet?
Stallion.
Wrong show, bro.
So juicy.
I don't care.
Yeah, we have to do it once at least.
Yeah.
Rondo's got what plants crave.
What's in the box? What?
My Petty. On the board, Stike says Petty Town for NXT, no Cameron Grimes. For AEW, the potential of Christian getting a title match with Omega this soon. Yeah, I mean, that's what AEW does. You debut, you go right after the belt, and you lose it.
Hey, what's going on? I'm new here. Where's the belt?
My Petty for NXT is Stand and Deliver.
Edward James almost.
Was that Edward James Almost or Lou Diamond Phillips? I couldn't remember.
Edward James. They might have both been in it. Honestly.
Okay, that's why I'm confused.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, but
Lou
La Bamba
Diamond-
was Lou Diamond Phillips.
Yeah, he was also in Young Guns.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, Edward James almost.
Oh, yeah. And then the bad production
Colors.
which I count part of the bad production, or maybe they're like, hey, we need to try and recoup some expenses. Kenny wore it on Sunday. Mox, we need you to wear it tonight. Go out there. We've got way too many T-shirts for this barbed wire match. Nobody's buying them. Will you go out and wear it for your promo? Again, if I'm in the band Aerosmith, I'm not wearing an Aerosmith T-shirt on stage.
It is a cool shirt, though.
Again, Brian, if you're in the band Foo Fighters, are you wearing a Foo Fighters T-shirt while you're on stage?
Every single wrestler wears their own T-shirt. How is this any different?
This is of the match, you fucking jackass.
So what? That
They're
doesn't
not
matter.
wearing the
No.
tour shirt with all the dates on the back on stage.
This is extremely petty.
It
Is
is.
this your petty
It
award?
is. It's the petty fucking award.
Okay. Okay.
This is
Well,
my
yeah.
fucking petty award. It is meant to be my most extreme pettiness of the night, and I
That's
dole
very
it out
petty.
all show long.
I'm almost offended by how petty that is.
Well, it's not really petty if you do it all show long.
Right.
That's just you.
But this is the most petty for me. Stike says Petty Town for NXT. No. Oh, yeah, I already read that.
Buy one.
Buy one. We're closing it down too.
Yeah.
NXT with the victory. It was closer than it should have been.
Mhm.
But I think that was due in part to AEW owning up to their fuck ups. I truly do. I think that's what made it closer than it should have been tonight. I am not as excited about the War Council, Brian, even with your blood and guts thing.
I don't know. I'm kind of excited. I'm curious what name they're gonna land on.
I like
Right,
Sparkle
what do they
Cube.
call?
Sparkle fucks.
No, Sparkle.
I'm gonna
Cube.
find some fucking sheets and go have some sex in some sheets with holes in them.
Yeah. I mean, you have a better chance than winning at Stratego.
It's
Well,
not,
it's
it's
like-
not
it's
over.
almost like
I think I'm gonna win. Yeah.
Oh. It's almost like a milking table, you know?
Yeah.
Brian, now we know where Brian is. He's definitely in a metropolitan city if he's getting milky massages.
All right.
What happened to the music?
Hand jobs
It ended.
at Starbucks.
That was it?
Well, I can't play both that and the ending of the show, so I chose the ending of the show.
I see.
I'm excited because we never see a 2-night takeover event, so it's something new. They don't need to. Takeover never needs a second night.
No.
That's why we never see one.
I'm not excited.
They get it done in 2.5 hours, 5 matches.
I'm not excited about an event that's every 2 days.
The only time I know of a 6 match takeover was when Chris Hero lost in like 6 seconds.
Right.
That was the 6th match. It didn't
6
count.
seconds.
It was
6
to
seconds?
Riddle, I believe.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Cassius Ohno.
oh yeah, Chris Ono, Cassius Hero. We'll be back on Monday with Monday with the Marks. Brian will be back sometime between now and then for the All Elite Hour. I don't know his co-host this week, but they will do a better job of the match analysis for AEW than we did because we basically talked about stories all night. Doing that again next week. Same Smart time, same Smart channel.
Bye.
I'll catch you on the flip side.